Tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bruce Carter coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And that's complete to LaFell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Garoppolo now. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jared McKinnon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Christian Jones coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
6. Black 80.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Brandon LaFell, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember,
Here we go.
quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
13.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Wide open receiver, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And then look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Oh, and now he bowls him over. That one good for 33 and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw on second down is Stafford. A dump off for Abdullah. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long.
Let's go now, let's go.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
Let's go now, let's go.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Nick Bawden with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Garoppolo on first down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Kerry Hyder in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
21.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Pass incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Go ahead. 13. 6.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. On the return, it's Tate. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. He hits Riddick underneath. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the 50, it's Stafford. Out to the flat for Riddick. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That good for 19 and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Ready.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Luke Wilson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's McKinnon, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Here we go. Hurry up. Hurry up. 21, 21.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. 180.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Now McKinnon. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Looking deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Stafford. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Black 80! 180!
Here again is McKinnon. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
12, 12.
56, right there, 56.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this.
By 20! By 80!
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
12! Black 80! By 80!
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to wind up and air it out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
11!
To throw is Garoppolo. And able to find Garcon. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Now Garoppolo. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
13!
Garoppolo going up top. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And Gold is able to put it through. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The drive starts with a handoff to Gold. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's go now, let's go.
Like 7!
Mike is 59, Mike is 59.
21!
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hot!
To throw on 2nd down. Stafford He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now a carry to block. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On first down, it's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Reuben Foster not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw on second down. Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in. The corner from Compton, Mr. Sherman getting the hand in there to knock that one away.
And what a path of his to where he is right now. From Compton to Stanford, was a wide receiver at Stanford before flipping around becoming a defensive back. Lightly drafted. Remember, he went late in the draft for them and has turned into one of the best ones out there. I think his ability to be close on the play, and it has...
He's got it at the 15. A big play there for Detroit. 62 yards.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down, and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
Here's Blow. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here's Stafford. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Hurry! Hey, 22!
On the sneak, it's Stafford. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Matthew Stafford, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And Hill running right through it. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. McKinnon. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. A dump down to McKinnon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Garoppolo, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10.
180! 120!
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Hey, come on, come on, come on. 12, 12.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Bruce Carter with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a first down throw. Stafford to the right and complete to Galladay. He's got daylight. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Lions add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good. Well, you know what? A good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That one goes for 24 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They go play action here on first down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. A'Shawn Robinson in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Toss play to McKinnon. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Hurry up.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
180, 180, 13, 13. Yes.
Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. And the pressure gets to him again. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. On first down, Stafford here. And his throw is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that will extend this big lead. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Garoppolo now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Nevin Lawson there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
We got three.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. They'll begin here with Blunt. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Set. 280.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Lions on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Set. 180.
Out of the gun, Stafford. The completion to Riddick. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Here we go.
Stafford now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
Now Blunt. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made that time by Kevin Dodd.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Again, here's Blunt. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Here we go. 4 down. Check 22. 10.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's Sam Martin now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
21, 21.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. Got some room at the 30. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw. Deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be marked down deep in Detroit territory. So often in overtime, Charles, games are won or lost on one big play. That might have been that big play right there.
And the ability to execute it despite the stakes, because let's say we've been there before. We've seen guys maybe hyperventilate a little bit when it's their opportunity. Not in this situation. They executed it calmly, and they really got it done.
And now they're set up in prime position. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so.